Ha ha.
Yar.
No, stop. No.
Carpets and Coffee number 68, or as Owen wants to call it, Carpets and Cocktails, since it is.
It's Friday night.
5 o'clock
Everybody
somewhere.
drink.
It's
Yeah.
Friday
I'm just drinking some
night.
water.
Eric's like, I need you to stay hydrated or I'll die. It's like,
I should be
Yeah.
hydrating. I had a work happy hour last night, and
Oh, shit.
it's been a
Yeah?
rough one.
Lucas-
But there's
Lucas-
nothing better to treat that than Saint Bernardus.
Lucas, you're young. Your liver has time to heal. Eric,
Yes.
though, I mean, it's
My liver's shot.
so are most
That
of his
was-
other lungs, other body organs. Like,
Yeah. I'll tell you what,
yeah,
though.
lungs exactly.
I know it sounds stupid, but like the Australia trip always resets my soul. It,
healed
like,
you.
Just like dude. I had no ailments when I was there, no asthma, no nothing.
Thank God.
Was it
I'd had a rough couple of months, man, and it just reset my whole,
Apparently,
Got me.
that office that Melissa works for has an office in New Zealand, and she's like, "Do you want to relocate?" I'm like, "Don't toy with me like that. Like, I will look up the reptile laws for New Zealand. Don't you do this. Be careful what you're saying." So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, Mark. Yes, that is correct.
you are correct.
So I wanted to just shout this out real quick since we haven't talked about coffee in a while. But
Mhm.
the Carpets and Coffee cold-blooded caffeine, this is the actual
shoot.
Oh, the blend.
tester.
Okay.
So Trey got all the labels and everything. So it's going to be like the logo and all that stuff. And it should be hitting soon. It's a darker roast, but it's delicious. So as soon as that is all up and running, we will let you know. But cold-blooded caffeine.
Nice.
.com. Check them out.
Did you
if you're into
try it yet?
coffee. Oh yeah, I've had
Oh
it
yeah, of course
multiple
he
times.
has.
Is it good?
I've been it's delicious. I've been actually
course.
I know I usually drink my coffee black, but I've been drinking this as a flat white, trying to
Oh.
perfect that recipe.
A little bit of whiskey in it. Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
no,
Oh,
no, it's got
yes. What?
steam milk in it. Yeah. What's up, guys? Everybody in the chat.
Howdy, howdy,
Um,
howdy.
But oh man, it even smells delicious. It's kind of late for me to be drinking coffee, but yeah, it's really good. So anyway, as soon as we have that going, we'll let everybody know, and they can
go
check
get
it out.
a bag and I'll drink
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. The cool thing about them is that they are into reptiles, so they try to make sure that what they're doing is good for the environment and all those good happy stuff.
We like
and-
the environment.
Yes. We should keep it.
It do snakes good.
That's where we
Oh,
find
man.
our wild snakes. Yeah.
Vimscape is saying, glad I enjoyed Australia. I've seen more than he has, and he lives there.
Yeah.
There's probably a lot of cases of that.
I did
Yeah.
notice I said something in the show yesterday where I'm like, you can imagine like not going with your friends when they were going someplace and like it was on your I think I said I got pissed off when you guys went herping in the US without me and found stuff. And I'm like, and that sucks. And I don't think if you know what that's like. And then Scott was like, I do know, and he just put OP. And I'm like, oh right, he was supposed to come with us. Oh shit. Like, yeah. So
Oops.
Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking last night. I was thinking today after the show. Oh, and I kept saying coastal carpets
you
is
did?
what we saw.
Yeah.
But I think the only coastal carpet we saw was in Brisbane.
Yeah. The only that
All
is
the
what
other ones were
now,
basically
according to the
genii, right?
literature, they are.
Yeah.
That is the only coastal carpet you found. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, I'll give a. Rob got a picture of that going. So when
I have
do
a
my
question
carpet
from
of
that
the
when-
carpet
when-
week. Yeah.
Go on.
when you were
Go.
talking about that, like, are we gonna agree to call them all jungles or northern Shanghai coastals?
I like Nick Mutton's ideas that we need to call a truce when it comes to United States coastals, because there's no chance in hell if we come out tomorrow and be like, hey, these are Chanii, that we're not going to confuse every fucking person. So
I've already confused a few.
exactly.
Have you?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they're like.
So what do you guys think? What do you guys think of it? What did you get the book? Do you have the book?
I
I've got
the
two
book.
of
It's
them
over there.
Okay.
I have two.
I got two
Okay.
of them too.
Oh, for fuck's sake! All right, well then
One
I
from
only
Nick.
have one.
Owen? Yeah.
I only have
And one
one.
from
I have to go.
Justin.
I got a very nice message from Justin, and then Nick's is just Nick Mutton. But then he texted me. He was like, "I didn't say anything nice." And I'm like,
He did to me. Ah!
Well, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not mad. I'm not jealous.
To Eric. Well, here you go. Nick Mutton.
Thank you for the car.
Yeah, exactly. No, yeah, it's I see you see it all over social media now. Like everybody's posting it up.
Everybody's
every day.
posting
I'm
a
just,
picture of
I'm
them
just
with the
curious
books,
of
yeah.
like what people are, what they think. My opinion is that I think that, and I've been guilty of this, and it kind of clicked because I was listening to Billy Hunt and Phil Wolf, and they were having sort of a debate back and forth about is lineage important, and that was pretty interesting when it comes to just some of the ideas of like carpet pythons in the hobby, and will they ever go back to the wild, and why are some people so insane about purity and all this kind of stuff, and will you ever know if it's pure? The debate that's been going on for
Yeah.
probably since Lucas has been born. But
Yes, 2013. No.
Yeah.
We haven't really divulged that Lucas is actually 12. So yeah, it's,
What do you mean? That's the first thing you said when
that
we
is
met.
true. You're right. Well, you
But
gotta understand, Lucas. When we started this show, I was that young 20-something that all the carpet breeders were like, "Go away, child." Like now, I have to find it's you. It's like,
Yeah.
no,
I'm fine with it.
good.
Yeah, enjoy your youth, my friend.
Exactly.
I used to, we would talk about this over here in the States with our ideas of what is what, and then the people in Australia would be like, "You're just
You're
batshit
wrong.
crazy, man.
Right.
You're just wrong. You're just wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. They don't look like that. They don't look like this. That looks like that. Whatever." And after seeing like so many carpets on this trip, I understand that a little bit better now, right?
Right.
What I thought would look like a jungle was, I don't know, man. So it's when clearly there's a difference between those southern coastals and how they look, and their head, they're just, I don't know, they're just
So
beefier, bigger.
is there something along the lines of saying that keeping the jungle and the coastal like monikers and stuff like that, where it's like this is a jungle Chanii, that's what that is, and then this is a coastal Chanii,
Right.
That's what
That's
is.
what I was kind of trying
And
to
then
allude to earlier.
and then we only bust out McDowley when we're talking about Brisbane.
Those true southern.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think
I
that's
like
what
that.
I think that's where we're gonna have to go with, because
Jungle
I think
form
if you
Shanghai.
exactly
Coastal form
if
Shanghai.
you draw hard lines, everybody gets fucking confused and all that stuff. The problem I have to deal with now is a jungle jaguar is a pure animal.
Yeah. So, well,
An
I
exotic
guess.
jungle jaguar is a pure animal.
If you choose to subscribe to what the book says, and I think we would probably say we do.
I mean, yeah, if they did genetic stuff, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they've done extensive work. I mean, obviously, it's not like a,
But it's-
Justin and Nick both said it. It's not like it's a paper that, this is a.
And even if it
taxonomic
was,
paper type of
Yeah.
thing.
we don't
Still
really
would have to-
agree with the Antaresia one,
Yeah.
We still have, yeah. But what's
Yeah.
funny is that you can sit there and, I mean, how many years worth of siblings and stuff like that were kind of almost cast off to the side. And even when I go back further, when the first het albinos hit the US, they were Darwin IJ crosses, and people bought them, and then the true pure Darwin het albino showed up, and then all those mixes became, not wanted, not pure, and though that market kind of crashed. Now all that stuff is the same.
I don't know, man. So the whole I don't know. My feelings have changed on this whole pure thing. I think I agree with Chuck to a certain extent, and I've sort of followed this to a certain extent, right? I think like locality stuff. I think that there's not an obligation. I don't know if that's the right word, but somebody had preserved that for us when we came into the hobby. So I think it's only good that we
not to fuck it up
going forward, right? But I don't know, man. I like citrus tigers for me is a perfect example, right? There's an undocumented animal in that, and the more and more like these lines, like they have an undocumented animal in the line, like
My
for
Jungles.
instance,
right?
Yeah, the Balin Red Tigers from 07. That animal that he has is an undocumented coastal that he bred it with, right?
Right. Yep.
But somehow we've just
nobody cares. Nobody cares anymore.
When you slap a name on, but when you slap a name on it like a red tri-stripe, it can only be a coastal. Well, who the fuck told you that? So it's.
But if Joe or Jesse comes along and says, mine is pure, then the purity police come along and they're just like, no, that's not pure.
What's funny is that you have
See,
like this
Scott has thoughts.
Captain Localities are bullshit.
I'm with Scott.
Thank you, Scott. Like so exactly, because we've talked about it, how sometimes those captive things are like, okay, they slapped a label on it because that's where it was shipped out from, or this, that, the other thing, like Yakapuri Deep, like it. That's a parking lot. So
it's nice to pretend. Like I like the idea that although Scott, I will say that Tully that you have looks almost identical to the Tully that I have. So I don't know, whether or not I'm not.
I'm sure some of them are legit. Like
some of them have to be,
sure.
But I think when you go back, when you start looking at pure animals, and how you had all those pure lineage and all other stuff with maybe only one or two question marks, when stuff changes like nomenclature and grouping, all of a sudden that family tree that was like painstakingly made sure it was all these things now is completely thrown to the wind, because something that may have been acceptable under the old rules is now completely unacceptable under these rules. And we talked about that with coastal. It's like, how many coastal morphs appeared in Brisbane and then were crossed to, like, say, a Rockhampton to make sure how it would go through? Because I think Rockhampton was one of the things that they always used localities to prove out morph projects. So even if it originated in a Brisbane, it was crossed to a Rockhampton because those were supposed to be okay because they're coastals. So everything's gone to shit. There's no pure coastal morph.
There's only one group.
Throw them all away. Work with Brettles.
I have the only pure coastal morph because I have a striped Brisbane.
Well, there's two.
Get out of here.
Shut up.
There would be two carpets, that you. Well, I would argue that there's one carpet that you can work with, that is going to be pure, that you could have got from wild caught stock.
IJ.
And that's IJ's.
Papuan, Darwin, Variegata. What are we calling it now?
Variegata.
Harris and I died, right?
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're all the same as Variegata.
Right.
So if you're really into
you wouldn't even include gelatins in that?
In what?
Reliably what we think they are?
Well, gelatins are now, they're a weird thing now too, aren't they? Because they're not jungles. Right?
Yeah, they're actually lumped in with Variegata, aren't they?
Wait, what?
I thought so. Because I thought Variegata is now so Variegata
Fuck's
is
sake,
now
mate.
Papuan, Darwin, and then Cape Yorks are now Variegata.
Yeah, sorry, Lisa. You're right. New Guinea carpets. I'm sorry.
Who cares?
Old habits die young,
Who cares?
Die young?
I'm gonna go
Die
high.
Don't
young.
die at
What?
all.
Yeah.
Old
They
habits
don't
die
die.
young. That made no goddamn sense. But
I don't know.
that's
This
not
is why-
water. That's straight vodka. Like,
Yeah, this is why you don't drink on carpets and cocktails.
yeah.
Or you drink
Yeah, I don't.
more.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I kind of feel like a pretty snake is a pretty snake at this point. I think that I like Lineage in the way that, you know, it's sort of like I remember, man, when we started doing Lineage back in like, what was that, like 2013? It's like
think
me and Zach
before.
Baez,
Yeah.
Dave Kelly were hot and heavy. Nick was kind of doing it, but really
didn't
wasn't
wanna
doing
do
it the
it,
way he was
so,
doing it. I mean,
yeah.
he had the information, but
Right.
he didn't put it on like a PDF to where you could go to his website and all. And then he
Right.
saw us doing it. And he's like, "Hey, wait a minute, I gotta be able to do this too."
To make pictures. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
this is part of my whole sales, strategy.
You can't do that. Okay.
Only for certain things. I asked Nick if he had a lineage chart for his Queensland water pythons, and he yelled at me that they all look the same, and that's stupid.
It's a water
He's like,
python.
why? Yeah. It's like, what do you want that for?
Excuse me, Mr. Mutton. Do you possibly have a lineage chart for your water python?
I just
Yeah.
wanted to see them. I don't care if they're all twins.
What?
That's great.
Uh,
Yeah, I don't know, man. You know, I don't know. I just
I
like
would
the
be
idea
afraid to
of like sort of knowing where they came from. I quite enjoy seeing IJ lineage, but
but
you know,
IJ
or,
lineage
sorry,
makes
Papa and
it-
Carpet lineage.
but that makes more sense because you have wild caught animals and you have different varied animals. The same water python
Nick's
lineage
mad.
is just going to be siblings spread to siblings spread to siblings. It's like,
Yeah. So I don't know. I kind of agree with you know, I kind of get what I don't know, Lucas, you probably have seen more of this because you're dealing with the pet sector of the hobby a lot, right?
do people care?
Do people care?
Like the layman walking into a pet shop,
Yes.
do they care
Yeah.
about lineage?
Or do they care?
Do they-
Yeah.
Yeah, did it care that it's pure, or what
Purity,
line it's
lineage.
from, or all
I've
this kind of
only
stuff?
been asked about purity maybe like a handful of times during
Mhm.
retail shifts, and the majority of those people were like, by the way, love the podcasts. And then, you know, it's like,
Oh,
oh,
okay.
they're like NPR
Okay.
people.
But
Gotcha.
So I would say in general, no.
So I've been asked a lot about purity at shows, and it's usually not from the main carpet people who know. Like, I don't need to answer questions about purity and lineage when it comes to people who know carpet pythons, like repeat customers, known carpet breeders.
I want to amend my statement that it depends on the species too.
Good point.
Like
Okay.
to
How
a
so?
great degree. Like nobody gives a crap about asking if like a children's python is pure or something like
You're
that.
right.
You know, like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
only gonna be for species that are a complex, right? Like carpets and
I almost feel like people think they need to ask these questions like it's ingrained in them, and they don't even know the correct answers. They just feel like they need to ask it. So it's like I've know people like the basic the carpet breeders, the repeat customers. I don't need to explain that to them because they know what I know. They're on the same level of the nomenclature and things like that. It's the layman that maybe has one or two carpets or is just kind of getting into carpets, and they're like, I really want it pure coastal. And I'm like, yes, for every sense of the word that you think it is, sure. So and that's just one of those things where it kind of now it's going to snowball that I need to kind of have a little bit more of a conversation with these guys. Is that these are coastal Chennai and these are jungle Chennai, like in that whole thing.
yeah. Which
That
I
just
mean, I
sounds-
guess the
sounds
level
like-
the level
Yeah.
to which you want to go into it too could
It's
range
hard,
from
yeah.
like a 2-hour conversation to it's all the same shit.
It's all the goddamn same shit. Like, what do you want it for? Oh, I just want to set it up in tank. Sure, then. They're like,
Yeah.
whatever
you want. Yeah.
Like a perfect example is this. Justin brought up the fact of Cypress Creek, right? And them is the diamonds, and they're like the dirty diamonds.
Dirty
like,
diamonds with
"Oh,
no
it's got
lineage,
Cypress Creek in it. It's dirty diamond, you know.
Yeah.
That's
Um,
dumb.
It is dumb. They're pretty.
But
I
You
think
should breed diamonds. I need diamonds.
I'm working on it. You know what I have.
yeah, but
I told
know-
you last week.
if you're going back, yeah, Owen, what the heck?
Well, you haven't bred any. I gotta line it up.
Well, what am I supposed to do? Make it 4 years old with the snap of the fingers?
Diamond pythons are probably the worst, I think. They're the absolute. Oh man,
I think the perception of the animal, like, because diamonds and green trees, if something's wrong with the lineage, you are a pariah. Like, they will come down on you hard.
Even Nick was mad at me for having a Roosterong crosses, and he's not even like a green tree guy. He was like, "Why would you?" And
that's the thing. It's like, so if the perception of the animal is that it's something expensive and to be valued, and it's a special dragon that lives on a tree, like, it's to have something in the lineage that is a question mark, even if the babies come out looking spectacular, sacrilege.
I don't know, man. I'm just struggling with it. Even if does it even matter? Like,
dude,
here's an example.
I'm hiding in Colubrid where there's not any problem. What's that? 100 flowers? You bred it to 100 flowers? Good. Those babies are 100 flowers. It's like, I don't.
But I can't remember who brought it up, right? Well, let's go to the Cypress Creek, right? Justin had these beautiful diamond pythons, and they were Cypress Creek, and then somebody on MP, and I remember this happening, and I want to say that I think Nick was involved in this too. That he was saying that it was bullshit,
I want to say there's a 99%.
Right? And now all of a sudden, he has them. I'm like, wait a minute. Wait, whoa. When did the story change and now it's okay? You know, like, you know,
Right.
I don't know.
Have you talked to him about that?
Briefly, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He does have an answer, but
I mean,
he didn't really give me an answer, but
okay, right on.
Yeah.
We'll talk later.
I do know that I remember when Brandon Wheeler was sort of he was talking to the guy about it, and basically, they were legitimate, well, not legitimately smuggled, but they were smuggled, you know what I mean? So
legitimately
they were legitimately smuggled.
Yeah,
illegally in a legitimate way.
But it did happen. Nobody lied about the crime.
Nobody lied about the smuggling. It was legit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there was
crimes. I guess that's my point, right? Like, why is, you know what I mean? Like, why? I don't know. And then the other part of it is, so he sold those animals, right? He sold those animals, and he's like, nah, I don't want to work with them because they're not pure. And I get it, because if he's going to breed them and he's going to try to sell them, he's going to get a raft of shit. That, remember that one guy that they like basically excommunicated from the diamond python hobby because he was, at Cypress Creek animals, and everybody was up in arms and pitchforks and all that shit. But yeah, exactly, Billy. Pretty snakes in boxes. I agree. But the other part of when they talked on the show that really kind of stood out to me is, like, they were saying about how they had, I forget what it was, some kind of cross, and they were like, but if it was het albino, so cull all these, but if it's het albino, don't cull them. And I was like, wow, that's kind of fucked up. No,
yeah,
it's kind of fucked up.
It is.
Yeah, of course it is. But that's the thing where
it's kind of fucked up, man.
Well, you gotta understand, like, what I
up.
absolutely love is that there are so many people in this hobby that draw hard lines that I will, like, this here is not good. If you cross this line, everything is into question and fuck you. And then shit changes or time changes, and those animals come out looking fucking spectacular, and you can't resist, and then you kind of quietly cross the line and hope nobody notices that you went over there.
Yeah,
it's just like
tiptoe over.
Yeah, you tiptoe over, and all of a sudden this person that railed against this has like a pair, and we're like not supposed to notice. So
yeah,
but that happens a lot. And I mean, the problem is that people put the value on the mutation, so you tend to forgive so much if there's a morph attached to it.
Yeah,
I hate that.
Yeah, I kind of hate that too, man. I don't know. And
I've never had any interest in having anything albino. Never have, never will.
No, just don't like albino anything.
What's the point?
I do.
Maybe that's just me.
I'm having more fun with the animals that are not morphs in my projects.
Did I
You
just
know?
hear Eric from 2018 speaking?
Listen, I have a foot in both worlds, okay? Like
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I can sit my foot over here and be like, you know what? I want to breed my olive pythons and I'll never get an albino. I don't want it.
Right.
And then I'll have my other foot over here going like, this year I could potentially get caramel Xanax Jags. I don't like, yeah. So
yeah, it's nothing wrong with morphs.
no, but I want to say that this year I had more fun with the shit that was wild type, olive pythons, white lips, the mad hogs, stuff like that. Chinese king rats, even though one of them popped out as a hypo, and it's been the most annoying little shit ever. But I enjoy those more. I enjoy just the breeding aspect. The paint job is icing on the cake. If it's got a cool paint job and other stuff that makes it even better. But the problem with that is that then I want to keep it. So I need it to go the fuck away. So it's better for me if it comes out looking less than some of the other ones that are here. So
Oh, wait, by the way.
Yes.
I didn't say it on this one, but I'm gonna fucking imbricata.
That is a fucking imbricata. Did you take a scale so that we can potentially clone it here, or no?
Oh, I fucking love that snake, man.
Dang, it's gorgeous.
Love that snake.
Oh, and you might be onto something. Is it legal to clone?
Is it legal to clone an animal? Like I don't.
That's not importing.
We made it here. Yeah.
Send me a DNA sample.
Yeah.
Apparently, the entire time you were at Scott's place, you had the biggest, like you looked like a kid on Christmas, so the giant shit-eating grin.
Oh yeah,
as you drank whiskey and played with imbricata. So,
like we talked, I showed this yesterday, but I'm just gonna show it so you guys can, like, I don't know, man. Do you really need anything else other than that? Like,
I've said it before, where I think that the biggest, the worst thing to happen to carpet python was the induction of so many morphs at so little time, because you lost all the projects that were working towards line breeding or going for a certain look or color or this, that, and the other thing, because everything just got towed under Jaguar. And you're starting to see that stuff kind of come about now. The one that actually survived was red. But I mean, there was gray. And I know somebody was working with trying to make gray carpets. They were like a slate gray kind of a thing. And there were a couple other different types, like heavy pattern this, stripe that. So I want to say that we're getting out of it a little bit more, where we can see some people starting to line breed certain carpets. But you lost a lot when everything just got chucked at a Jaguar or something like that. So yeah.
So does lineage matter? You didn't answer my question.
No, lineage does not matter.
Okay.
I think that
it matters.
Lucas?
If it matters to you, it's important. Then you need to find the people who it also matters to. But I mean, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and the only thing I can tell you is I can go back as far as the animals that I had a hand in. So a lot of my coastals, I produced their grandparents and things like that. And yes, coastals. So to the best of my knowledge, are they pure coastal? They're pure chain eye. I think. I don't know. There could be some McDowley in there. So they are a coastal like chain eye.
I think it matters to the extent that it's important to know what you have to an extent, right? Like as best as is possible, and represent it accurately. And I think it's fun to nerd out on, but I don't think it matters in any broader or greater sense or anything of consequence, like outside of the hobby.
Yeah.
It does not. What the hell are you talking about?
It looks the same to me.
Yeah, but the thing like, I didn't do anything.
Is it longer?
No, it's
a little puffier.
It is.
Dude, I had a beard coming in Australia, and it was gray.
White.
Oh shit.
That's why we don't do the no shave Novembers as part of NPR anymore.
You know what I like about yeah, poor Lucas.
Lucky Lucas.
Yeah, that's true. I guess it's all about perspective, right?
Yeah.
the thing that I like about Lineage is just the history of the carpet pythons in the hobby.
Exactly. We
I don't,
geek
really,
out on
I
it.
don't really give a shit what they are, how they are, where they are, whatever, blah, 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 blah. You know, it's this, it's that, it's pure, it's not. It's from the Yakapuri Depot car garage. It's, you know, like, who cares? I don't know.
I did get some
Pretty
pushback.
snake, pretty snake, pretty snake.
I have
pretty
questions.
Make pretty babies.
Yeah.
I got some pushback on Yakapuri because somebody's like, I Googled it. It's a parking garage. And I'm like, you're right. And it has been since the dawn of time. Like, I don't like it's.
Yeah, it's not a place.
Even then,
Scott brought that up a long time ago.
But even then, case. Like, how many carpets do we have pictured in people's houses? Just because that's where they were found.
He's like, you stupid Americans.
You stupid assholes.
There's no Yakapuri Depot. He's like, wait a minute, it's a parking garage.
Maybe that's where they found the snakes. You don't know.
And Nick changed his tune. He said it was bullshit.
Right.
He changed his tune.
Yes.
I have a freaking screenshot of him saying that this was legit.
And
now it's like, is it not legit because you don't have it?
Right.
You know, like that kind of deal. But
now that you have had Imbricata in hand, are they different? Like,
the carpet.
Can you liken it to anything, or are they kind of their own thing? Like,
can you liken it to a carpet?
The disposition, the energy. Oh, and you know they're different.
Do you want it more or less?
Well, so the joke was,
what are they like?
When I got to the place, you know, we looked at some stuff out in the front, the perennies and the skinks and stuff, and then Scott's like, "Go open that cage and take that snake out." And I immediately knew it was Imbricata,
right?
But they were coming out of winter, so they're hungry, and I was handling it by the rat shed. So all that being said, I did not get bit. No. I think it knew how much I loved it, so it was like, okay.
The Podfather, you say? Well, all right.
Yeah. What would I liken them to?
Yeah, were they kind of like more Bredly?
I think like
is it more like a Bredly or more like a coastal? What?
Look at the
are you serious? You
look at the head scales.
Tell a difference in personality?
I love the head scales. That's nice.
It's very much reminded me of kind of that
and no,
sort of Bredly small scales on the head.
I don't know the difference. Bloodthirsty carpet, bloodthirsty carpet. Move. Next.
I disagree.
What? You disagree with what?
I mean, at least the ones that I'm talking about all have distinct like dispositions, and I don't know. I think they feel, look, act, and behave very differently if you pay attention.
Yes, I agree.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
cool.
What would I equate it to? I guess it kind of felt like a coastal brettle type of, you know what I mean? Like that kind of
mix.
That kind of feel of a snake. It was a big snake, thick snake. And the colors were like, it's hard to explain. They were kind of like almost coastal, like type of pattern, like with the stripe
there. Yeah.
And then, but different. I don't know. I'm totally failing you, Lucas. But
that's okay.
I think
maybe it was a bad question. It made sense in my head.
I think so. Like, see what I mean? See how it's kind of coastalish a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of had like that inland type of reds
to
me, you know, like, but yeah, I don't know. They're fucking awesome. That's what I can tell you. Let's see what.
Nice. Never mind.
It will still matter some people or not others. What's Jake say here? Some may just more lenient on it now. I always
do I think Nick will make granite snows. I mean, a granite snow is now a pure animal.
They do not come into contact naturally. What does?
Coastals and Bredli.
Oh yeah.
No,
I know.
There's a desert. Yeah.
So, I think he's talking about the idea of a locality being bullshit because we're still picking the pairing. I think that's the point he's trying to make.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, I get you.
Probably right. Yeah.
That's true. Very dark though. That's the one thing I'll say. I don't know if I guess it comes across in these pictures, but like dark, like I don't know.
The
Dark,
Imbricata
but
definitely
still
seemed like
iridescent.
the Imbricata definitely seems like it had a lot more dark. Like it went from light to dark, almost like a breadlie would. So that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. See what I mean? How dark
Yeah.
the tail is.
Mm-hmm.
And it had like a dark wash to almost like the poison ivy type of vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you still kind of see the pattern, but like at the same time dark. But yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
What's Lisa say? Lisa, if you didn't catch her on Snakes and Stogies, that was a good episode, by the way. It matters because when we lose those wild phenotypes, we won't ever get them back. Yeah,
but
I agree with that.
How many wild phenotypes are lost just from our line breeding? The jungles we have don't look like the jungles over there. So
They do not.
No.
Right.
How many wild phenotypes have just been towed under because they've been line bred so much? I mean, when was the last time we had new blood? I was going to say coastal, but like when was the last time we had new blood Chennai? It would have to be all the locality stuff. And none of the locality stuff is mixed into the morph projects because it's locality stuff, and that is sacrilege. So,
yeah, I like I said, I think it's the idea of we're keeping what we have and what we think, right? But I guess my takeaway is that it's not real. Does that make sense? Like
true.
What we have is what we call coastal carpet. We call coastal carpet, but that's not really what
It's
a
not a
coastal
real thing.
carpet is
Yeah.
in the wild. But like we've just accepted that this is what it is in the hobby, and that's fine. It's in a box and it's not going back to the wild, and you know, all that kind of stuff. But that's not what's represented in the wild.
Yeah.
And you know, same with the jungle. Like we've bred it to be, you know, and I guess that's the point. Like Lucas has those jungles that are freaking just, you know,
Black
neon
and
yellow and like the most blackest black you could ever think of. And like, you know,
thank you. I was starting to forget they're so pretty because all of them are still here.
Yeah. But like, well, yeah, because people will be like, oh, I can't work with that line because it's not quote unquote
it's not pure. Well, what the hell is pure?
Right.
Yeah. It's kind of silly, you know. It's kind of silly because they're beautiful snakes. So what?
Yeah.
They're less than because they're not, you know, this. So to me, I would be like, okay, this is a phenotype of what we call jungle carpet in the hobby, and this is what we should sort of like keep these sort of together, where you don't just all of a sudden put an IJ into the mix. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like,
but how easily could it be like, so if I took a male that Lucas had produced and crossed it with my Delia scattershot female, and I set up the lineage, and you had the lineage breakdowns, and I just had little pictures of all the black and yellow animals all over the place in the family tree, how many people would bat an eye of that? Like, how many people would want to be like, oh, no, I demand to know, like, who produced each of them? They would just see all the black and yellow and be like, cool, it must be a pure animal.
Yeah. I took these pictures of Scott's diamond pythons, and I'm going to post them at some point in the diamond python group
and see what they say.
Are these pure?
Does this look like San Diego or Riverbend?
Or is this river? Yeah.
What line
is this?
Specifically, like I think I put them up. They're freaking gorgeous, you know.
You should do like that. Except now the jig is up, but
no, nobody listens.
Yeah. Well, those diamond people don't listen to.
No, we're not. We've pissed them off over the years. They don't come over.
But look at this snake. That's
gorgeous. I love it.
And what's different that I noticed is a lot of
black on the head.
Yeah, but and a lot of our diamonds have a lot of, you know, I don't know, they just don't look like that.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love the rosettes.
And it's like, oh, there's like too many rosettes and they don't touch and this and that and blah 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 blah.
Looks like something to me, Eric.
I would love to see when like what they would comment on. It's like, oh, clearly that's like a cross or something stupid. Because the rosettes don't do that. Yeah, it's like, really? Yeah.
Because he actually has the locality data of these things. You know what I mean? Like it's like, yeah, okay. Sure. I think, yeah. So like I took, I wanted to put like this picture where it's like just the
diamond.
Is this pure? Is this pure? Wait a minute.
Oh, no. You see that scale right there? That means that it's crossed with the jungle.
Yeah.
You're talking out of your ass.
I agree. That's why I like Aspadites.
Well, you got the same problem, right? Don't you?
I guess I do with the Western versus Eastern blackhead thing, but nobody cares about womas.
It's a hiding womas. Yeah.
Like, is it orange or is it high contrast?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, but it's orange is like really where it's at with womas. See, that's what I mean, right? Everybody's just like, I don't give a shit. Like, what if all of a sudden they said, oh, womas are two different species, this and this.
I mean,
I think by then it's been too far. Like that,
you know what I mean?
It's very possible, but the one that probably is different enough to be classified that way is almost extinct in the Southwest.
Wow. If they did that,
sad.
Yeah.
Like if they did that, like they broke up, say like they broke up Woma or even Blackhead, that ship has sailed so far at this point in the United States herpetoculture, like there'd be no way to tell if we had crossed that stuff. So yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah. So
I'm excited about that breeding project.
Blackheads? Now,
well, yes, but I was talking about orange womas
from last year.
Dude,
you know that like crazy orange woma that
yes.
I have he like spurs and locks up with any girl I put him with nonstop.
Good.
So he ready.
That's a good male.
Yeah, but I'm excited because he's only 2.
Jesus.
I predict, and I said this, and I think Phil was asking me when I think he was in Daytona, and he's like, hey man, what do you think of this Woma python and blah blah blah. And I was like, I don't know, man. If you're looking for like a beautiful Woma python, I would wait, because I promise you, in a year or two, Lucas is going to make the absolute best womas in the U.S. He's going to take over for Art and just run with the football down the thing. Like everybody else that has like just like brown and tan womas are going to be like, oh, how do I get one of those Lucas womas? I want to play.
I hope you're right. I do feel golf balls in my most orange female.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
nice.
Which is
this early?
A lot earlier than I'd expect to, but she's never been bred before, and maybe she's just on a different, different wavelength.
I need to start cooling and pairing my Crebo and stuff like that.
My apartment's been getting down into the 60s already, man.
I need to start trying when it comes to breeding right now. I keep like not doing it. Like
after last year changed my whole perspective on the like introductions. Like I would not have gotten Western blackhead eggs if I did things the way I thought you were supposed to do, and just like put boy in, take boy out. Like the only reason that worked is because I left him in from like Halloween to ovulation. So I'm just like putting everything together for almost the whole damn time at this point, and they'll figure it out.
Are you keeping your false water cobras together?
They are at the moment. Yeah.
It's another one I have to do.
Loafman told me it's okay.
Oh, yeah? Okay. Well, if he said it's okay.
If he says it's okay, yeah.
He's like, if one's big enough to do it, they certainly will eat each other, but it's probably fine.
Yeah, give it a shot. Okay. I have to do that. I have to pair them. I have to pair the Crebo, and then I have to start getting everything else ready, because I used to start the starving down in October, but winter has been so delayed that I usually don't start starving down until November now. So.
Right. I don't even have a heater, right? So like I'm not in control for the most part of my apartment ambient temperatures. So it got cold now, and I saw like the garter snakes locking up a couple weeks ago, and I was like, well, if they're doing it, why not everybody else?
Why not everyone else? Yeah.
Sure as shit, they all did.
Well, it's also the shitty part is that I'm still trying to get breadlie to feed. So it's like it's like one fucking problem at a time, please. Yes.
How many pairings are you doing, man?
I
Like,
refuse to answer.
What are you
I refuse
doing?
to answer such questions. What are you, my
That's because he
attorney?
doesn't know.
How long, like, how many clutches did you have this year? Do you know?
20.
Well,
This past year?
20 something.
20 clutches?
I had 10 clutches of pythons, 10 clutches of colubrid, 20 something.
God.
Yeah. Because I'm probably forgetting one in there or something like that. Yeah.
How stressed are you right now?
Look at my hand. I'm doing well. It's like
where's the Dugat whiskey? We need it.
and to be honest, the only reason
Would you
I'm
do
at
20 again?
No. That was
Where's the limit? Where would you take it?
Well, and
to?
here I thought I was hot shit because I wholesaled a lot of the colubrid stuff, the 2 corn snake clutches and the black rat snake clutch. But obviously I still had the mad hog, and I'm just now getting the blonde clutch feeding because I actually took frog legs and I cut the bottom of the calf off, and I put chunks of frog in those cages, and all those babies ate those little chunks of frog, and I'm like, finally, fucking yes. Nice. So now I finally have all 8 of those babies have taken food, and I can start getting them going, and then I can get them sexed, and I can hopefully sell them. But it's been like a trial, and the rhinos have been okay this year. They've been really good about feeding, so that's not been crazy. But like,
how many rhinos did you get?
I got 8 or 9 rhinos. I don't know.
Didn't even know that. When did that happen?
I just
they were
do.
At the end.
At the end when I was so broken.
Yeah,
where I'm like picture of animal.
You're crazy. You're crazy.
Yeah. So
20 oh my god.
Yeah.
But I freaked out with 12.
It was and I mean, like I wholesaled half of the breadlight clutch right out of the egg, and I still have about no, because she laid 30 something eggs. So I had,
my god!
Like, I mean, she was a bread light. She was my bread light. So I want to say like I have like 15 or so bread lights still. Like it was.
Oh my god!
But there's so like I'm just now getting to the point where my baby racks are not full; they're semi-full, but all 3 are still active. And then I have the rhinos and the blonde hogs over there. So it's like this has just been just one, like it's just the hammer. Like it has been a hellish kind of season, especially with things that you got for the first time, like the white lips. And I have maybe 1 or 2 white lips that aren't really feeding that great, but all the other ones are. So it's like, but I haven't listed them because I've been, we have backroom deals with certain people to do that kind of stuff. But
sure,
olive pythons have been, luckily every single olive has not given me any kind of problem. So
I love the ones you sent me.
Excellent. So, but it's a lot, and to be still working at it when you're supposed to be getting everything else ready to breed, there is definitely a reluctance. I don't want to do it. Like it's, I don't want to do it because obviously part of my brain is like, well, these animals are ready. You should pair them. But then the other part of my brain is like, I don't need these animals. I don't need them to produce.
I don't think I'm going to do any Brettles this year.
I got 1 Brettle clutch coming this year because I'm taking your girl to my stonewash.
Okay.
But I mean, like out of coastals, I don't have that many. Somebody's like, hey man, do you want to, like, are you going to breed your Brisbanes? And I'm like, no, she's really not that big. I really want to get her a little bit bigger. And I had 2 males that I sold, and I have the 1 female that I'm keeping. So whatever. But out of other carpet clutches, I maybe have 1 jungle clutch and then 2 coastal clutches. But the problem is like the colubrid stuff, the pine snakes, I sold all of them pretty quickly. So I want to do those again. Chinese king rats, Madagascar hognose and stuff like that. So, and then this year, the false water cobra or something new to try. I got to get these fuckers off the bench. So it's
yes, you do.
So even though I'm like, you know what, I'm going to take it back.
Yeah, you do.
I'm working on it.
That should be your focus this season.
Thank you.
That.
Okay, just them.
Nothing
so I got to take them a step back, but then like blackface,
why the hell am I waving my hands around?
I don't know why. You will not. Like he's landing an airplane. Like it's but like I want to try the blackface white. I want to try
rough.
I want to try to repeat the gold phase white lip because
any
idiot can run into a clutch, but I want to get a couple more under my belt. So now there's all those things that you keep like I'm going to keep it slim this year, and then you keep piling on I got to do this clutch. I got to do this clutch. All of a sudden, I have 24 clutches planned again.
Oh my
24,
God.
25.
What the hell?
I don't know. Like
how am I going to wholesale my carpets to you?
But here's the thing. 24 clutches. But here's the thing. I'm like, but that's the problem is I sit there and I'm like, I'm never going to hit on all of them. Last year, I almost did. Like it was.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a lot, man. But you do shows and all that kind of stuff. So
I don't want to do shows.
I'm sure you won't have no problem moving them.
I don't want to do it. It's
and you got some cool stuff. So it's not like you got, run of the mill, stuff. So
did you move your king rats?
No. I didn't sell a single king rat. I sold one as part of the wholesale deal for that ring python. But
that would be one, Owen. Not
shut up. I consider that a trade. But the other two
I didn't sell a single one. Well, the one
except for the one I sold.
Yeah, except the one I sold. Yeah, but the other two are still here.
These carpets are pure, except for the
for the little bit of nut.
Yeah.
Except for that Woma over there. What? But no, I have the other two that I've been trying to sell. Just they're cool snakes. They're feisty and vicious.
That's right up your alley, man.
Yeah, I know, right? They're cool because they also haven't had their adult color change yet. But I did see a bunch at the show that I actually brought them to. So I don't know if that was kind of hindering me that there were some older ones that were out there that had changed already that were for the same price.
Right.
And then obviously my one hypo baby has not been really good about feeding. So that is something else that I can't really bring to the table. But the parents have been pounding food. So I'm hoping to have I had a nice clutch, but it really had shitty. I had a lot of slugs in the clutch. And then the double clutch, because I didn't know they could do that, but it did. Only had one surviving egg, and that was my hypo. So I'm hoping next year I get one clutch of a bunch of good eggs. So we'll see.
So a couple of things real quick. I'm going to back up because I forgot about this. Scott did show us when we were so first of all, I got to talk to you guys about Parentes because I don't know if we did it justice yesterday. First of all, best monitor there is. There's nothing
awesome.
better.
Yeah.
They're just freaking amazing monitor. And Komodo dragons, they're bullshit.
They're bullshit.
They have no pattern. They're just large. Yeah. It's
like a saltwater crocodile versus an alligator. You know, an alligator looks like a frog with teeth, right? So like
a saltwater crocodile is a bust that will hurt you. Yeah.
Correct.
Yes.
I can't explain how turned on these things were as we were sort of like, Scott was letting us feed them. Oh my God. So anyway, and he would sort of like, we had it to where it was sort of like trying to get it through the cage, right? Through the little hole. I think it was Rob. And he was showing us the venom coming out of.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's like,
cool. That's really cool.
Oh, that was so badass. It was really, really cool. And our faces are just yeah.
Don't mind if I do.
Yeah. Citrus Tiger to yes, actually I am gonna do that, Jake. So that's something that that's my bread and butter. I got shit on for years about those. they're not pure tigers.
Now
they're
it doesn't
bullshit.
fucking matter. Yeah.
You're just mad because I bought them all and you don't have any. That's all.
I was mad about that. Yes, that was But that's the thing is like, I'm coming off of this giant season. You're coming off of a no season. And you're gonna jump back into it. Are you ready?
I did have one.
You did?
Yeah, I didn't talk about it.
What?
Like one egg or one clutch?
No, one clutch. I
forget
just
what you bred. Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. Who cares? Next.
You didn't have diamonds or inlands. Next.
Exactly.
No,
pass.
It wasn't what you wanted. So.
But are you gonna be are you prepared for like
what, do you think I forgot how to do it?
I mean, no. I don't want
prove
to
him wrong,
that,
Eric. Prove him wrong.
But are you like how many
That's
pairs
exactly what he thinks.
Are you trying?
All right, so I want to do the I want to make sure I say it right because Scott corrected me.
Yakarpari.
Yakarpari. Okay.
So we're gonna call him. I'm gonna screw that up a lot, so we're gonna call them Russian red tigers.
There you go.
I want to definitely try to do that.
Yes.
I want to get another clutch of citrus tigers on the ground.
Nice.
Diamonds and inlands.
Yeah. How many diamonds?
So I have 2 possible females that could go.
Do them both.
So you're already at 5. Yeah.
I don't really want to go more than 5. I did want to do. I have that red tiger that I got from Balin, and I wanted to do it to Molly Ringwald so that I could make like real, just straight red tigers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Send me that hypo so we can do the hypo tigers and split it, and then I can call that a half a clutch.
There's that too, and and then the poison ivy stuff.
The poison ivy stuff I think is important. You have to do that.
I know it's kind of like I kind of feel like I fell into your spot, and like I have this potential morph carpet, and I'm just like, nah. I have
whatever.
I don't care if it makes more. I get to look at it, but I don't know, man. There's I think that there's say Cypress Creek. Just say there's Cypress Creek, okay?
All of them, yeah.
But that's kind of like where my head is. I just want enough to where I can sort of figure out what's going on with those, and then say that I bred diamonds, and I would love to really work some selective breeding in inlands. They're freaking fantastic.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
So I don't know. I wanted to do bredli, but my female that was an adult I lost, so I gotta grow them up again.
Do you need a boy? I have 2 boys.
No. Did you hear that I lost the female?
I said I have a boy.
Today.
Never mind. Sorry, I thought you said never mind. Okay, sorry.
Yes, poison ivy is a pure Papuan carpet python. Yes. She
doesn't look like it.
That we know of. Until the nomenclature changes.
It sure is advantageous for you to say that in terms of the market.
TBD. Yeah.
Hey, well, I'm not selling them, so
Yeah, it's true. Never mind.
Yep. I'm gonna jump on a pair of poison ivy babies just so they can sit here and not breed for me, and I can torture myself. So.
Yeah.
Sorry, I need to expand. I need more cages because I've been building pairs and trios of things that have been somewhat smaller, and now they're getting bigger. So I'm running out of room for certain things. So some carpets, this is their final year. Like I have never gotten my het exanic female to breed. Just never going. This is her final year. If she doesn't breed, I got other carpets that are close to the size of breeding that she's out. Like I have to start doing that kind of stuff. And then like I and some things like colubrids are going to start taking places for certain pythons. But
I want less.
I know. Like, so I have one of my 6-foot cages, 2 of my 6-foot cages right now have my Crebo in them, and I'm going to try to breed the Crebo. I'm really going to try to breed the Crebo. If I don't breed the Crebo next year, my Timor pythons, my younger pair, are going to start getting big enough that they need to get put into some bigger cages. So we're going to start weighing out Crebo,
eviction notice,
Timor pythons. Crebo are going to go, man. Like, I cannot give up Timor pythons. So
I would not let you.
Thank you.
You would have. I would make you get rid of the.
There'd be
Crebos.
some kind of intervention.
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Send it. See, that's it. That's what
there you go.
Keep
send
it
it
in the
somebody
family.
That's fine.
And
100%.
then I'll get more slug clutches from Owen Snakes.
From whatever animals I send you. Yeah, exactly.
So for me, I don't know, man. Now that we can herp in Australia again, me and Rob are looking at going twice a year.
Jesus. Twice a year?
Yeah.
Eric, can I just promise you a future blackhead and go on the next trip?
Sure.
All right.
The next
that
one
was easy.
We're going to the Cape York.
Ah.
And then I think we promised Owen in
2024. Yep.
We're going to go to the Kimberley.
Because I cannot
you're
not
gonna wait
be part of
long?
that. Shut up, Lucas. Shut up.
I wanted to go sooner, but
listen, shut up.
I sort of like
you're already
guy,
married. Why can't you go this year?
Sort of like the guy.
Because I can't go this year. And then we're also planning the honeymoon for 2023 because we don't have any time off and all that fun stuff. And I am not living in a world where the two of them go and find a rough scale python and I'm not with them. No, I refuse. I couldn't send that picture to you, man. No.
I would have to say that
the end of NPR. I would not want to speak to anybody. I'd be done. Yeah.
We did. Like I said, man, we did miss you on the trip for sure.
I know.
No doubt about it. It was.
It looked like it was a fun trip, and I do wish I had gone because and that's the thing is I wish I had gone to every trip that I had not gone on.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Don't you always? I
know, right? Like each one is different. You find different shit, and it's more fun. So even when, like, there was that one time you guys were herping down near Philly, and I was working, like, dude, that pissed me off more than any of the other ones because I'm like, they're fucking
I can
close.
actually go
they're
there.
right the fuck there. That was
we do have
everything. So
can we go to 80?
We do have the youth. What's that?
Can we go to 80 Mile Beach before or after the Kimberley?
Yeah, so Western's
later. Oh, you can go with them to Western, Lucas. You can be my liaison.
Dude, I mean, number one,
you know why?
I want to see
would I be
Loma
there?
Python. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I would love to. Actually, we were planning on going there, but to me, I think me and Rob talked about this before. That would be broken up into 2 trips. So like, we take like a small chunk rather than sort of like, I mean, this is the second time we've been to Queensland, but this time we did the southern end, whereas last time we were Cairns and a little further up, and then we went a little bit out to Chillago, out that way. But I don't know. I'm addicted to it. It's fucking amazing. I would.
It's fun.
Twice a year, and then there's the trip to Utah.
That's not nearly as exciting.
But it is because like,
Nipper
look at all that salt.
But you can find like a Gila monster or something like that. Like there's that kind of stuff. And I mean, you sit there and you guys got to see the rock rattlesnakes, the white ones, like the really cool ones. So you have that part too, where it's like eventually, even if you're like, well, I'm not in Australia, but then you see an Atrox or you see something else and you're like, fuck it, it's a snake. Like you're done. So
yeah. The venomous snake I really want to see in the wild is red belly black snake. To me, they are freaking the prettiest venomous snake in my opinion. I mean, it's a black snake with a red belly. Holy shit, man!
Yeah, it's like an Eastern indigo.
I can't wait. I can't wait for when we exhaust Australia and have to go to Indo when we look for cobras.
Yeah. Well, then
you guys want to go to the Philippines?
Sure. I'm down.
What else would be there? Cobras, right?
King cobras. Yeah. Philippine cobra.
Yeah.
Probably some other stuff. Oh,
Cobra.
sailfin dragons.
There you go. It's like
Yeah.
cobra,
there you
cobra,
go.
Hydrosaurus.
cobra. Yeah.
A freaking animal that's not extinct that has Saurus in its name.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I would go there.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's like how, like, what is it? Zach went to Komodo and Rinka and he found that Timor python. Like, sign me up. I'd be there too.
Matt really wants to go to Borneo. That's
Of course
like
he does.
his thing, you know. He obviously he's the Borneo man, but that's kind of his thing, you know. He's like really, really wants to make that happen.
But how cool would it be to see like wild orangutans and stuff like that in Borneo?
Yeah, I'd be worried about the tigers trying to eat me.
They would pick you off quite quickly. Yeah.
I have to wear one of those masks with
the eyes
in
the back of the head. Yeah. That only works half the time.
So I did have, so when we were at Scott's place, one of the things that Scott had said when we were doing our toast or whatever, and just like, you know, a lot of times that we talk about the shitty part of social media and how everybody's like, you know, yelling at each other for various bullshit, purity, this, that, blah, 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 you know,
right.
This one, blah, whatever. You're a dirty free handler, all that kind of shit.
How dare you? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But I thought it would be interesting to get your guys' take on the positives of that. So, like for me, to be in Australia with somebody that I would never have thought that I would ever, you know, Scott and Ty being at their house and seeing their collection and all that kind of stuff. I don't think that would have happened if it wasn't for social media. You know, I don't think that like the people that I've met, you know, Nick and Justin and all these guys and
Lucas,
know, Lucas and you know, Zach Loafman and you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I wouldn't have gotten to hang out with you know, Robert and Jason and, you know, I don't know, man. It's, to me, I don't even think I would even know Matt Minatola or Keith McPeak or Rob Stone.
Or Rob Stone.
You know?
So
I mean, yeah. Hell yeah.
How far back do you want to go? Because I mean, the forums were a type of social media on that kind of stuff. So would there even be an NPR?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Know,
so
if there wasn't an NPR, Lucas would have 0 snakes.
Exactly.
That's true.
So
that's true.
We broke him.
Who I am today.
He would have all guitars, all that,
and maybe a savings account with more than
money.
$500.
Yeah, it's weird. So,
possibly.
So who I am today is influenced greatly by the show, my collection, and the people that I've met along the way throughout all of this. So without social media, there would be no NPR. I would not have the collection I have. I would never have been to Australia. And you have that surreal moment when you're getting off the plane at Australia where you're like, if I am the furthest I have ever been away from home. And
yeah,
I'm also potentially the furthest away from the area that my ancestors decided to settle. Like, I don't know. For all I know, I could be the first McIntyre to set foot on this continent. So you have that. And that's all attributed to the social media and the joining of all that stuff. I have more friends on social media that the only thing that really connects us is our love of reptiles. So I would have potentially never been friends with these people, never interacted with them, never met them. Like, do I have anything in common with a doctor from Texas? No, I don't. No, not a single fucking thing. But because Bill Stiegel has green tree pythons, there you go. So there's all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, man. I mean, 100%. Obviously, for me, it's like all this incredible podcast stuff, you know, that kind of just was completely through social media. Thank you, Eric, for messaging me at 5 a.m. when I was driving to work. And I was like, yes, please, anytime. But
please,
I mean,
please don't leave me. Yeah.
Grad school, literally like everything. In my entire life.
Would you have gone to grad school for what you're going to grad school for?
No, because again, I wouldn't have any snakes.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be listening to Zach Loafman talk about false water cobras from the ground up, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird, man. It's just like that decision that one day I just like to do a podcast on carpet pythons and
Influenced
how
so
that
many
has
goddamn
rippled
Changed a
people.
lot of
Yeah.
lives. You
Well,
through
son
the
of a
world.
gun.
It's
Dude,
just like
dude,
And none of you have even brought up Carpet Fest yet.
no,
we're not allowed.
yeah.
We're not allowed to talk about Carpet Fest until the Christmas show.
But I'm saying that's another big impact.
It is.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I mean, the people that I've met along the way, like I used to think I was hot shit with my 8 coastal carpet pythons. And before when I started the show, like I mean, looking back at that, and then looking at my collection now, the majority of the collection is from connections I have made through this show or others, and
Yeah.
also what has appealed to me has changed over the years by talking to people. I would not have given a second look to false water cobra.
Mhm.
Like they were just, it's not a carpet python. Fuck it. Like, and that's so.
Boy, have you swayed from that.
God.
Yeah.
Jesus. I used to go to each table, and if there wasn't a carpet python on the table, I'd be like, whatever, and leave. Now it's like, it takes me several hours to walk through a show because I want to see every table and I want to know what this is, what that is. Can I use that? Do I need that? And having the collection that I have, where it's massive and extensive,
Right.
it really is what kind of grounds me into the herpetoculture, because this is for me. I don't really play in all the other people's things. I'm not active on social media, or when it comes to like groups and stuff like that. I'm not throwing pictures of everything out there. I'm just showing you what I got, and then I'm taking care of myself. And that's what I think kind of makes it better for me. So this whole social media thing has made everything better for me. I don't know about anybody else, but I got the collection I wanted.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like and then I'm thinking like I wouldn't know Nipper.
Yeah.
Nipper.
What would we do without Nipper? We wouldn't know how to properly make a cup of tea.
I love that guy.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite people. You know, I freaking love that guy.
When you say something and then he's like, well, how very dare you? And it's like, yes, now I know I've gotten to him. Like, yeah.
It's so funny how like when he send me a message, I can hear him, like I read the message, like how he, like I hear his
the dialogue.
Oh,
mate.
you know?
Yep.
Mate, you're gonna go herping around the world, and you're gonna keep like 5 snakes, mate. That's it, mate.
That doesn't make any
sense.
sense.
I'm like, no, Nipper, it's bullshit. I won't give into it, mate. Just embrace it, mate.
I mean, you are getting
okay.
closer and closer. I mean, if you send any more pythons over to my house, I mean, I would say that, we're getting close.
I don't know, man. I just think that like a lot of times we just always focus on the negative parts of things, and I think it's just the human nature thing, I guess, and like you just don't really take a step back, and I don't know.
There's
I guess
a lot
every
of
morning.
Well,
I love you guys.
It does break down the wall.
I'm touching my inner hippie soul.
Yeah,
you know
Eric,
I mean? Like
I
I
feel
told
like
you.
I'm your snake son, you know?
Yes. This is true. Yes.
Owen, crazy snake uncle.
Yeah, I'll take it. But it's those things.
That's
like
so suiting.
The whole social media thing has definitely like broke down. Like when I was a lurker on MP, I don't think I ever could have mustered the courage to even like email Justin Julander or something like that to like talk about these kind of things. But
and now we're herping with them.
Exactly. The fact that the book now says like, to my dear Meccan Wookie, like it is like, I'm like done. I'm done. Like the fact that like there's the picture.
I get like I nerd out that Justin knows who I am. Like that's crazy.
Exactly. So there's the picture of the banded rock rattlesnake in the book. And I'm like, that's the one we found that was right between Justin's fucking feet when we were standing at the wood pile. And to have that memory and to have that interaction with these people that I held in such high regard, I can only attribute that to the show and social media and stuff like that. So
Yeah, so I think it's a good thing. I think yeah, there are some bad things, but I think
There's a lot of good.
it's good. Good. It's good.
A lot of good. I
So,
posted on Instagram a picture of my female Queensland water python. I was like, I like these snakes.
Was that the
And then
one
a week
biting
later,
you?
I got a male.
Oh.
This is like,
right,
because
there you go.
William Philippek had a clutch. I didn't even know he had a clutch, but there's a social media win.
There is.
Yeah.
Well, there's several times where you say something like, I can't even count how many times I said I'm interested in this snake on the show, and then somebody's like, "Hey,
Here you
I
go.
have these," or Zach's like, "Listen, I'm sending these to you. You're gonna shut up and you're gonna take them," and I'm like, okay,
Yes, sir.
yes, sir, yes, doctor." So
Yeah.
I'm finally sending something to Zach for the first time because he sent me the Lake Chapala garter snakes, and
Oh, nice.
he's gonna take some of the babies. So I feel good that it's finally a two-way street.
Are you ready for shipping next week? Yeah,
Heck
right.
yeah, man.
Okay. All right.
You got to finish out that order. I should send Zach some Mad Hogs because I know he wanted a pair, but I was very, 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 very female heavy this year, so I should send him something.
Mr. Crawdaddy. Yeah.
Maybe the blonde hogs. I'll send him some of those.
It was funny. He called me in a panic because he was flying solo on the next Colubroid radio.
Oh no!
I got him sorted.
Okay, I was in a state of jet lag, let's say, and I was just out of it, and I'm like, I wake up and it's like 4:00 in the morning, and I'm like, well, I hope he figured that out.
Yeah. He must have called me after you.
Very good, very good. Yeah, it came up there, and I will get podcast coming up next week. We'll be back on track, so yeah, it's all good.
Today we're only like a month off from another holiday show. A month and a half.
No,
Jesus fucking Christ.
I know.
Why would you say that?
The last one was just like a second ago.
Well, because now we got to sit down and figure out Carpet Fest because we promised an announcement.
Yeah, I don't know how that's happening, bro.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
Put an intern to work.
All right, well, figure out Carpet Fest, Lucas, and then get
All
back
right.
to us.
I found a venue. It's in California. No,
that's Northeast.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. We'll have to figure that out for sure. But
people keep messaging me, Lisa. People keep messaging me about the Mad Hogs, and they're like, "Do you keep them together?" Like, and then they keep sending me the post that Riley made about keeping them together, and I'm like, "Yes, I do." And
Riley.
I know Riley, and yes, I have all those animals. So I don't know, like, yes. And then, so yeah, I enjoy the Mad Hogs. I should keep going with them.
You should.
Mm-hmm.
You should.
Robert's bringing his hammer to Carpet Fest.
Why would we do such a thing? Why would there be hammers at Carpet Fest?
He's laying the hammer down, man.
Eric's
As long as you don't treat me like Paul Pelosi. Nobody laughed. Oh, sorry.
No. Eric's house is quite fragile and has been damaged by past Carpet Fest. Let's not go crazy.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess we got to figure that out soon, and we only got like.
So here's my plan. I'm gonna make you host it. So that's my plan. So
good plan.
Good plan. I'm gonna pressure you until you cave. So that's my plan.
Wow. Okay, that's nice of you.
It is. I am a considerate co-host. Yeah.
I like I said, I really would like to make it to where we did some kind of like a hotel.
Yeah.
Have a couple people come and give some talks and then just hang out, and you know what I mean? I think that would be cool.
That would be cool. The shit.
Could you imagine like being able to fly Justin and Nick in?
Yeah.
Talk about the complete carpet.
I mean,
listen, we to do it.
People could get their books signed there.
Nick flew in already. We just have to put him to work when he comes. Like, that's fine. He's come before. So we just have to set him up at a table and be like, Nick, this is for you. And here's a pen. Oh, no. Yeah. Oh no, we forgot to tell people that we're gonna have you guys like
It
sign
would be
shit.
nice to get the opposite author to sign each book signed by only one of them, so that both books have both of them.
Yeah, I have to have Nick sign the one that I got from
So
Justin.
my
Nick.
original carpet book, so I guess that's what I'll have to do, the new one, the next time I go. But it's a pain in the ass to take on a plane, bro. I'm telling you, man.
It's a big fucking book.
Bring the dust cover and just have him sign the dust cover.
No, they got to be next to each other.
All right, never mind.
Yeah.
All right.
So my original Carpet Python book is signed by all three, Ben, Justin, and Nick, which is cool. But, so I have to get Warren to sign it too. Wow,
There you go.
Heck?
I can send you rough scale pictures too. Like they're right over there. I don't understand what you're trying to get at here, Scott.
Wild rough scale.
I can send you Owen Pelly Python pictures too.
Ooh.
Can you though?
I mean, I was there. It counts. I was there and it counts. Sure.
Do you have the picture on your phone? Do you have that on your phone?
I have the video on my phone. I have the video of it coming off the rock on my phone. I will never let that go. I will never delete that picture, that video.
The actual one
back it up to the cloud?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you got to send me that. I don't have that video.
What do you mean
the
you
hell?
don't have that video? I've sent that to you millions of times.
No, I don't have that video.
Oh, okay, fine.
You mean, can you hear us saying, oh my God, is it?
Yes.
Is
yes.
it?
Constantly.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh my God, I think it is.
Oh, send that in the group chat. I want to see that too.
Yes, you can. Because it's like it's coming off the rock.
Oh my God.
And we're like, it can't be anything else. It just keeps going. It can't be anything else. Like
we're like hugging each other and shaking each other. It's an Owen Pelly Python.
The funny part is
once in a lifetime, man.
Can't
imagine.
After we found it and we lost it and then we found it again, we go off to this area where we all start jumping around like morons. But this is a place where the day before Keith and I had found a brown snake or some some venomous elapid. Like it was something where we were getting ready to jump on it, and Rob's like, no touch. And we're like, okay. So we were jumping around like morons.
Dude, we jumped down in
place
right into the leaf litter. We're like,
like leaf litter that was the same leaf litter they used in the cage in Crocosaurus Cove for the Death Adders. Like it was, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Because we went to Crocosaurus Cove the next day. So when we were walking through, no, we went through it the next day. Remember, because we met with Gavin.
We met with, yeah, you're right. We did the second day. Right. Yep. Sorry.
Right. We had the cred of saying, "Hey, Gavin, we actually
found it on Pelly Python." Yep.
Like, oh, you did? Oh,
yep.
okay.
Yep.
And immediately we had a little more clout.
Yeah. We weren't just weird reptile people.
We're walking through the display, and me and Owen are like, kind of like, that's where the Death Adders sort of
that looks exactly like the knee-high shit we were walking through.
We were just like jumping around and like
it was constant, like near our feet kind of stuff. Yeah. So
that's
what did we get? No Brigalow, no. Yeah, we got to come back to South. Listen, Scott, we're gonna be coming back.
Are like 20 minutes delayed.
Yeah.
It takes a while for the show to. He might have paused to get all the way to Australia and then come all the way back. Yeah,
because I talked about the Philippines a minute ago.
Yeah. Oh man, but yeah, man, that was so. Dude, I can't wait to see that video now.
If you guys want to, we could also share it on like the Patreon or something. Seems like a lot of folks want to see that reaction.
We should do that. And I mean, I assume that a lot of video stuff is coming to Lucas for him to edit for.
Yes, I hope so.
Yes.
Mr. Eric.
Yeah. I don't know how, like, what's the best way to do it? What do I do? Dropbox or something?
We can talk about it offline, but we'll do Google Drive. Okay. Yeah, that is the
Google
way.
Drive?
Oh, okay. Yes.
Very good.
Oh, yes.
I got lots of cool video and yeah.
Oh, I can't wait. Can't wait to dig into that.
Yeah.
I was going to do it like day by day of like, and the first day was the lace monitor. So that was the one that.
Perfect. Yeah. No,
stuff, so.
I'll give you a call. Tell me your vision.
Okay. So yeah, I can't wait to see that. But and I still have stuff from the old Australia trips that.
Okay.
I got stuff from the Arizona trip. I have.
Do all that. Give all that to him. He needs
We are
work.
behind.
Yes.
Way behind. And I got to put it up. I got to get with Rob because I got to get all the pictures so I can put up on the website so that people can see the.
Yes, I
trips and
can
stuff.
only edit them if you give them to me.
Yes, this is true.
All right. So Facebook says that it's too long to send to you via Messenger. So I have to email it to you. Yeah.
You can do Google Drive as well.
I can. Yeah.
See you, Brandon.
Bye, Brandon.
Yeah.
Brandon is Rub Daddy. Like the sponge.
Yes.
On Shark Tank.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I figured the wild carpet that I would share this week would be an actual legit coastal carpet. And
McDowell? I haven't heard that name in years.
Which one? Yeah.
Is this true?
It's
this
like
is
a unicorn.
This is Rob's picture. This snake was freaking gorgeous.
I love it.
Yeah. Dude, that was a nice snake. And it was just on the roadway and just sort of chilling across.
Oh, wow, that's pretty.
Right by where we got on our way to get some Domino's pizza.
Do they do pineapple on pizza down under?
What?
I think so. Yeah, it's just Domino's is Domino's. Yeah.
Okay. Well, like McDonald's has different menu all over the world. You never know.
So
Burger King was called something different. Wasn't that like Jack's or something else?
Happy Jacks
or whatever. So, but the text was the same. It was like still the Whopper and stuff like that. And I'm in there. I'm like, I'm tripping. This is insane. But yeah,
there's that same snake
I
from
love
a different view.
Freaking gorgeous.
Very Burmese python-ish.
Yeah.
I was
for our audio only listeners. Go on YouTube. I'm not going to describe it to you.
Yes.
It looks like a carpet.
Let's see.
It's a snake.
Forward to 1 hour and 25 minutes. Oh, wait. Owen sent it to me already?
I did.
Maybe we can share it.
I was on point. Listen, somebody shamed me into not getting the calendar done appropriately on air yesterday. So I'm on point today.
I see that. You're bringing your A game.
If I'm not in the calendar, finally, I'm gonna cry on live television.
You're gonna cry on live television. Yeah. Unfortunately, every category you entered, you're up some steep competition. I don't even know why you threw your hat in the green tree python ring. I mean, that is brutal.
I don't know. Why not? Did anybody else have 2 babies on a stick?
No, you are correct. There were no 2 babies on a stick.
So
you were the only one.
Maybe you're into that. I don't know.
But Diamond was bad, dude. Diamond had any category that can throw up wild animals for us hurts.
You know what I said.
There were about 3 or 4 wild diamonds in that, and then there was actually a wild green tree python. Matt Somerville might take the whole calendar, is what ends up going to happening. I mean,
thought you could only win 1. Isn't that the rules?
No, he can win every category if he wants.
God damn it.
Yeah.
There it is, right there, right?
Yeah, right there. Yep.
Is that it?
Yep, that's it.
It just kept going.
Yep.
At first,
this is the
children's
video.
python.
So Keith yelled snake and pointed up, and I immediately started recording on my phone. So this is it coming off of the rocks, and you can hear us going like, "It has to be it. That's it, right?" And we keep losing it because it's just a thin little thing coming off the rocks, but it goes right into the trees, and I only have the video of it coming off the rocks, and we're constantly like, it has to be it. There's no way anything that large or that long would be out here. So
yeah, look, there it is. Man, let's keep going and going and going.
Yep.
That was a big
got a
snake.
request for the audio. I don't know if you're comfortable with that.
I'm pretty sure I'm only cursing a little bit. So.
Yeah, we can.
I'm not sure if the audio can be there.
We can.
What happens if you click that?
I don't know.
This?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Owen saying, "Please come down."
Please,
he just said, "Please come down."
No, he said he's coming.
Please
will.
come down.
There may have been some pleading. Yeah. So
For the love of all
for
that's
the love
holy,
of all that is holy, please
in
God,
his podfather's
come
name, come down.
down. Yeah. Please don't make me come up there and get you. Like it was
All right, we put a teaser, and I'm going to put it up on the Patreon.
cool.
There
Nice.
we
Yeah.
go. So they can see it.
A historic
Little
moment.
teaser.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, that was a great moment in my life for sure. No, we
Like,
didn't pick the winners yet, Jason. I don't know
No,
if
not
that was
yet, not
answered
yet.
or not.
not yet. No, I voted, but I'm so far the only one that voted. So we sent it out to everybody else who will vote, and then we'll have the winners hopefully soon. So
Christian, how could you forget to send in your pics with your beautiful jungles that you have? Oh yeah.
For shame.
I will tell you guys right now, there were a lot of categories that were a little slim this year.
Like what?
Darwin.
Darwin. There were 4
No love
entries.
for Darwin.
There was
well,
4,
And they were all albino.
there were 4
I
entries.
can't
and
help
they
in
were
that
all
department.
albinos. There were 4 entries for Darwin, all albinos.
So we said I might pull a Podfather move and just say we're putting the wild Darwin picture in there that we found.
Yeah, just
Nice.
keep it in there.
Unilateral
Yeah.
decision.
So there was a lot of stuff like that. I would say that Coastal seemed pretty slim. Let's say normally I can slim down the entries to about 12 to 10 good entries that I send out to everybody who votes. Because there's always the one where it's like it's in a tub or the snake isn't actually facing the camera. Like there's a bunch of that kind of crap. So you have to weed that out. But I usually get about 12 to 10 good entries per category. Like I said, Darwin had 4 entries across the board. Good picture, bad picture, 4. Coastal, I think, only got to about 6 or 7. So the categories.
Well, not many people have coastals now. You know,
exactly.
right?
Well, this was prior to, so everything was kind of slim this year. We'll have to see about next year. I know that we'll have Scott pick the special month for next year, so we'll see what goes on with that.
I thought the Morelia of the Year gets to pick.
Yeah, was Scott Morelia of the Year? Or do you remember?
Last year it was Terry.
No, Terry won, and then Terry picked southeastern colubrids. So we think we gave Morelia of the Year to the
I see what you're
Parenti,
saying.
which was Scott.
No,
Yeah.
it is Michael Payne.
Oh,
Oh, that's right. The diamond.
you're right. Shit.
You know
All right.
how I know that?
Because it's right there.
next to me.
There
Okay.
you go.
All right. So
Which means
Michael
I haven't
Payne-
changed the month yet.
No, you're good. So Michael Payne can come and do that.
Yes.
Ah, shit.
Yes.
We're gonna do diamonds too. Because
Filthy.
the diamond was my pick for Morelia of the Year this year. Damn it.
Well,
Oh, hold on.
okay. So Owen.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, look, he's
Eric.
got a little wiener dog.
Oh yeah, it's Roxy. Yeah. She's more of like a small dust bunny that came to life.
Yes, a
Yeah.
Roomba that has
A Roomba,
life.
yeah. She's what the vacuum cleaner coughed up, and then it came to be sentient, and they kept it. Yeah.
So, by the way, if you haven't gotten, Scott told me to share but if you haven't gotten this book,
Nice.
I should get that.
Looks nice and thick.
Whoa,
Yes.
buddy. You said that with some gusto.
It's a voice
So-
for podcast.
Let's see, where does he put it? Go ahead, talk amongst yourselves until I
Okay.
find it.
I'm
Amongst and
I'm
talking.
guessing that the
Yes.
signature just says, "Dear Eric, you're taller than I thought you would be. Love, Scott." Like
I think that it says, "Dear Eric, carpet pythons are a Klein." Love, Scott.
Dear Eric, like
No.
better snakes. Love, Scott.
So Ty wrote,
Okay.
bit of a light read.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah.
you can only kill a human with it, but yeah.
But Scott wrote to Eric, the reference on page 13 is specifically attributed to NPR. Thanks for the
Oh.
support. So
Americans don't know how to speak English. It's what it says on page number. Like, okay.
It's a chart on how to say Latin names.
These morons,
says,
and it has the picture of two of us. Yeah.
So Scott sort of, by the way, it's underneath. Oh, look at that. He put the red belly black snake.
Okay, all right.
The red
Look
is
at
That was nice
nuts
of him. Yeah.
on
Holy
that.
shit, tell me that's not a hot snake.
Yeah,
God damn.
I'd let it kill me.
I'd gladly die with it.
I
Okay.
will gladly.
So he's talking about basically the reptile hobby and responsibilities of venomous and all that stuff. But it says more recently, modern forms of information transfer occur on social media platforms in the form of recorded videos, internet forums, discussion threads, and even podcasts. Information found on social media must be reviewed with caution. For the most part, this does not mean.
Yeah, we should be reviewed with caution. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's
Yeah,
right.
let anybody on
He's-
this show.
He's right. We don't know half the shit we're talking about.
It's just pretty cool that he's talking about podcast. You know what I mean? It's like reptile books really don't talk about podcasts because it's kind of a newer thing. But just about what we were talking about, how it helps deliver the correct information for people and put people in touch with people, and yeah. So
Okay.
Heck yeah.
I should get that. Yeah.
Dude,
I
tell me-
got my new shelves were supposed to be delivered today so I could like expand my book collection. It's been delayed for like a week and I'm all depressed because I can't build it and I can't set up all my really nice books and be happy and have all the really open space so I can get more books. Yeah, this is tragic.
Tragic.
The thing about the book is like I was talking to Phil and Nipper about it. I mean, even if you like, I have no desire to keep the Lapids.
You're not gonna run out and get a Death Adder at the next Hamburg show when you're like it's in a deli cup.
Just their their husbandry. Their husbandry is top notch, and like they're sharing that in here, and then going to Australia and trying to see some of these snakes that we might run into is kind of knowing what's going on, and some of them are just freaking amazing.
I think the pigeonholing that we do in the herp culture, where it's like, I can't learn about this species because my species is this, or this won't pertain to my species because my species is this, is stupid, because you can take things that venomous keepers have learned or used and attribute it and use it for pythons, and it would be the same kind of thing.
100%.
Yeah, all these animals share the same kind of habitat. So
who doesn't like learning about snakes?
I don't understand. Yeah,
and when the people that wrote the book,
yeah.
Come on. So
you didn't bring the book with you to have Scott sign it?
He already did.
Oh, right. Damn it.
I bought it from them and they signed it and sent it to me.
To you, right?
I bought it as soon as it was coming out. So yeah, herp books. Oh my gosh, man! But Scott did send me this last night for NPR, but I'll share it because you want to talk about herp books?
Jesus Christ.
How come it doesn't let me see these pictures till like 5 seconds after all of you guys see it?
Because you're
it's
in
still
California.
loading for me.
Because you're in
Oh
California.
wow! Look at that
There you go.
library. Yeah.
Should I back it up?
It worked now. That's just why I never say anything at
Jesus.
first, is because I don't see it yet.
Yeah.
You always
And
want
there's
to
a whole nother side to it. So
That's crazy.
like, it was cool that like to actually be in there and be picking books off the shelf, and then just
Jesus.
That's an awesome office.
Yeah, that reminds me a lot of like what was it?
to the study.
Yes, the study where we swirl the brandy and talk about snakes. When we went to Bob Ashley's place, his office looks like almost exactly like he has shelves going all the way up to the ceiling full of books, and you gotta love that kind of stuff.
Yeah, his book collection is amazing.
That's
and
awesome.
then wait,
Getting
I don't
less
know if
and
you
less
saw-
common.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
So he gave me this book, which is the Atlas of Queensland's frogs, reptiles, birds, and mammals. But look whose name
I
is
see
on
the name. Get it away.
and look, it's 3 times on the book. Ding, ding, ding.
I
Is that
was
just like a warning to not pick it up.
that was
So what's cool? What? Go ahead.
I went to a show and I grabbed a book about like Australian species, and I opened it up and it was written by Hosier. I just put it right back. Like I'm like, I don't think I have this book. That's why. Like just put it back. So
some of the it was obviously I don't have nearly as many books as he has, but a lot of like the Australian books that are kind of hard to get, I do have a lot of them, you know, like but he has books about well, I guess they both have. I guess it's their library. I don't know if it's I didn't ask him that. Is it split up into different sections? Like this is Ty's section and this is Scott's section, you know.
it's just the section, it's just the library. It's fine.
But just like dude, you know, rattlesnake books, all the different cogger books, all the different you know, just everything you could possibly, the chimera books, yeah, it's just nuts. So if you're into herps, it would be like, you know, a dream to go in there and
Candy
sort
store
through them.
Yeah.
So, but good stuff. So Scott, when you hear this 20 minutes later,
remember we love you. Yeah.
His comments
you,
about
sir.
to be like, Nipper does love tea. Like,
Oh man. Oh, good. As I guess we're I don't know, we're coming to a close, I guess. I suppose.
Yeah, it's been an hour 40.
We're rusty.
I'm pretty buzzed. It's all good. Yeah, let's
Me
keep
too.
rolling.
This was 10%. Nobody
I don't
warned
understand.
me.
I don't remember what
Ooh.
mine were, but I had 2 of them. So
What the hell?
I feel left out.
yeah,
Next week I'll have to have a sip of your
the delicious whiskey shot,
the
the
whiskey.
elixir. Yeah.
What is it again? It's cinnamon whiskey? Which one
it's
is
it's
it?
the salted caramel
That's
Tennessee
salted
whiskey.
caramel.
Yep. It's
That
my
sounds-
father-in-law, when he goes golfing, brings a flask with him, and they have what are called elixir holes, where every other hole you take a shot of you take a swig from the flask, and by the 18th hole you're unconscious. But yeah, so we filled the groomsman's gift at the wedding were flasks filled with that, and I still have mine, and I take every once in a while a little nip. So
Sounds
quite
very
smooth.
good.
yeah,
It's almost as good as the Dugat whiskey.
yeah, almost.
Almost.
So,
Scott just
slightly
got to the
below.
part-
Yeah.
Scott
Yeah.
just got to the part where we told him he wasn't live.
I saw that. Yeah. Reproduction of pythons and boas. Is that what you're looking for? The Blue Bible?
Of
Yeah,
course,
some of
that's a good one. It's the best one.
I've gotten so many books now that I can't. There are books
If
in front of the books, so I can't see the books. So I have to.
I have 3 copies of that. So if you really want
Wait, are you
that, I will
serious?
send you one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
I have 3 copies of it.
I don't have one.
What?
You don't?
No,
Not.
because
Seriously?
What's
Yeah, for
wrong with
real.
you?
For cereal, I don't
Okay.
have the 1994 Barkers either.
What the?
Well, I only have
Pythons of
one
the World?
of them.
I only have one of them,
I
too.
know.
Yeah, yeah. If you think that's going anywhere,
I won that on eBay for like $300.
I-
That was an expensive
I
book.
bitched about that so many times on the show that somebody who listens gave it to me. So yeah,
Works out well.
I will be on the lookout for one though, because every once in a while I see them pop up, and sometimes I've seen them pretty cheap. So
yeah.
I never
I will
think
be
to
on the
look,
lookout
but
for
then
you.
I always like whenever I hear about it, I'm like, I want that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would like that book a lot. That's
I
a good
know.
one.
Well, I need to read
Let's-
this giant mutton.
Well, did you get the
Zoolander monstrosity first?
Did you get
Yeah.
the other Barkers, the Pythons of the World Volume 3?
Nope.
Me?
No, I already assume you have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
Lucas.
No.
I'm talking to
Silly.
Lucas now. Yeah.
He said no.
No. Yeah.
Do you have it?
Yeah. It's over there.
Do you have volume 2?
No, I don't have volume 2. Why don't I have volume 2, Eric? Why
Right.
don't I have volume 2?
But that's a really good book on
Why
husbandry.
don't I have volume 2?
My wife must be home because Roxy's going crazy. Hold on.
So, Owen, why don't you have volume 2?
I thought volume 2 mostly pertained to ball python and stuff like that.
Oh, really? That's why?
I thought Pythons of the World volume 2 was mainly. See, there it is. That's why. That is why. It's like how I have the complete series, all of them, even the complete box turtle, but I don't have the complete ball python.
Which is McCurley for some reason, right?
Yeah. He has it. He's finding it. You're trying to find it right now.
Neat.
Piss me off. I don't want this book.
How many morphs were there when they wrote that book compared
Probably
to now?
only like 4. Look how thin it is.
Uh-huh.
But I don't want that book. But
Can
I
you
want
find me
that
the
book.
page for Hidden Gene Woma, please?
Jesus Christ. Like I
think
want
it's in
it
here.
because then it would complete my whole thing. So, but I'm not going to spend the $400 that like eBay wants for it. So
$400 is what this is worth.
yeah, dude,
I'll
it's
sell it
out
to you
of
for half.
print.
I'll sell it to you for half.
Damn it.
I'll give you one ball python.
I'll
Sir.
give you breed a ball python and then I'll let you have it. I'm like, no.
Yeah, it's kind of funny to look at this because this is when there was like, maybe 20 ball python morphs,
Mm-hmm.
if that, when like, yeah, I don't know. I don't
you
see
think
Hidden
they
Gene
would-
in here though.
You'd think they would have another one, like they would put out like the more complete ball python or something, but
No, he did that other one that's like has all the more, it's like this thick,
yeah,
but it's not a complete one. It's
something else.
I want to know why there's not a complete leaf-tailed gecko, why there isn't a complete
Leopard gecko.
Odatria book.
Yeah.
That one
know.
for sure.
Yeah.
What the heck?
What the
Come
heck,
on, Mike
man?
Stefani. I'm putting it to you.
You could just have him like speak and like record him dictate a book and then have somebody else write it and it would be perfect.
Yeah. 100%.
Because I feel like he just doesn't want to sit down and write.
Probably.
Which I don't blame him.
Yeah.
Depends on the snake and depends on the book. Whether I will trade a book for a snake. So
A snake for a book for a
Yep.
snake.
it
Oh, wow.
depends.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Listen, I've been offered so many crazy things over the years for a snake. A book is so low on the totem of insanity. That, yeah, that's
My
actually
favorite
something to
It's a
consider.
cassowary egg.
Cassowary chicks. Yeah.
That's my favorite.
Can you keep cassowary chicks? No. Like, yep. Mm-hmm.
All right. Now that we've gone through the book shelf and I'm surrounded by books on this table, yeah, I guess we will head out of here. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna cook some food.
Yeah, I am too.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Good.
So, carpets and coffee.
Just a
We're
couple
back.
of guys with life skills in kitchens, huh?
Watch out.
Yeah.
Watch out.
So yeah, if you didn't catch NPR from the Australian trip, we did it the other day, so you can check that out on the YouTube channel. But follow us on Instagram, Facebook, I guess, YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 1,000. I can't believe we don't have 1,000 people subscribe
Almost
to
there.
the channel.
Almost
but
there.
It is this is what it is. But the ball python book. Oh, he wants to trade you the ball python book. There
Yeah,
you
but
go.
For what snake? So again, we've now determined
Dude, you have
the
so
book.
many snakes. Is it really matter?
We've determined the book. Now we determine the snake. Okay, so what snake?
Come on, it's Robert. I mean, come on.
I know it's Robert,
Robert.
but
Robert.
I
You
know
know
it's
what I mean?
Robert, but
Come
you
on.
know, Robert. If Robert's
He's a good
trying to get up in the white lip thing, then Robert's gonna have to keep dreaming. But we'll figure something out.
Yeah, I don't know if he wants a
And
white
Owen's
lip.
heart
Anyway,
shrunk 3
Ruffy,
sizes that
Ruffy,
day.
no, you're insane. Next, first off, I'm breeding the Ruffies for myself, and then I'm contractually obligated to consider Eric. But yeah, nobody else.
Wait, you say consider? What the hell?
I said consider.
hell?
You will be considered.
Considered. As I send him a hypo male to breed with his
All right,
tigers.
fine.
I'll consider you. Okay.
Owen's not a
right.
team player.
I'm getting that vibe tonight, man. I don't know. I've been showing this guy nothing but love for
It was very telling when he asked him if lineage matters or whatever, or social media matters, and he said it did to me.
It did.
It helped me.
Of course it did. You got to get close to your enemy.
I'm just kidding. I'm just joshing you.
Yeah. So that's all I got. Follow us on the things. Look out for the Carpets and Coffee blend.
Yep.
Papua New Guinea coffee, which will be on coldbloodedcaffeine.com.
Nice.
Go and buy some coffee from them. It's delicious.
Yum, 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 yum.
They have a couple different reptile. I got some gnats flying around here or something. What the hell?
You got a
Soon-
dead
soon-
rat
Lizards,
somewhere?
they said.
Dude,
Deep lizards, they said.
soon they'll all be dead. Like there are a couple of the colibri clutches or cages that have them, and winter is coming, and soon they'll all be dead.
Okay, winter's coming. I like it. Yeah, that's all I got. Go ahead, do your things, and we'll get out of here.
I got all I got is I will potentially be at the Hamburg Reptile Show with Jason Balin. Other than that, I will be updating the website probably in the next week or two with all the new babies that are going up on the site. Coastals, jungles, olives, and white lips will probably be added to those as well. Calm down. Also more Madagascar hognose. So those will be up there soon. Other than that, you can go to rogue-reptiles.com or rogue_reptiles on Instagram and follow us over there. Lucas, what do you have?
I have Brettles and Jungles, and that is currently it. What were you
I sent somebody your way because they were looking for genetic striped breadline.
Well, they didn't talk.
And they didn't make it. Okay.
They didn't make it. Yes. www.centralianexotics.com. Aki's, there's more hatching in like 2 weeks. So God help me.
Never stops. It never ends.
I'm not ready to pull that plug. I have a feeling once it's pulled, that's it.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, gentlemen.
Cool.
Thanks.
Until
Thanks,
next
everybody.
time.
We'll
Thank you.
catch everybody next time.
Bye.
There it goes. That's it.